When you're growing plants, you always need a base nutrient to start off with. You can put your root stem in there and put your additives in, but without a base nutrient, you're not going to get anywhere. A good base nutrient will have all the available NPKs, all the macro and micronutrients within it, so you can grow with just a base nutrient. But if you want the best out of a plant, then you can start adding additives. That the base is basically the foundation before you start adding your other bits in to change the way the plant grows at certain times of the lighting cycle. So always use a base nutrient first. That sets the tank perfectly, and then add the additives afterwards. They have great NPKs, like I said, NPK, macro and micronutrients to give your plant that great start in life. Hi guys, welcome to Ian's Product Focus. What we're going to focus on today is Plant Magic Base Nutrients. We do multiple different variants of nutrients, all designed around how you grow, and each base nutrient is tailored specifically for that growing method. How do base nutrients work? Well, each base nutrient is designed for a certain way of growing. So if you're in soil, if you're in cocoa, or you're in hydro, each base nutrient has been designed specifically for that way of use. So I would never use a cocoa media with hydro nutrients. You'd always use the cocoa base because it's designed specifically for cocoa media. The same with soil. If you're growing in soil, always use the soil nutrients, not any of the others. They're also tailored so when you add the additives, it works in combination with the additives with the base nutrient in the growing medium. We normally have an A and a B in cocoa and hydro. That's because if you put some of the elements of B in the A nutrient, they'll react together and we have a bad reaction. So what you've got to do, you've got to separate them out into an A and a B. That means when they're separated out into an A and a B, they don't react. When you dilute them into a tank, they're perfectly safe to use. When you're using a soil-based base nutrient, you generally get a grow and a bloom, and they're generally one part. They don't need to be in two parts like an A and a B. A one part soil is absolutely fine, because with soil, you're feeding the soil to feed the plant. With cocoa and hydro, you're feeding the root of the plant, so it absorbs it in. So a little bit of a different composition in the base nutrients, but they're all designed specifically for the kind of use what you're growing in. So Plant Magic has been around a long time. People love the product, people love the brand. Here at Global Air Supplies, we've tweaked it a little bit to make it even more recognizable on the shelf. It comes in various sizes. It comes in the 1 litre size, so A and B 1 litre in all the same, 5 litre, 10 litre, and we've been asked countless times to bring in the commercial size, which is the big 25 litre. This is a 25 litre commercial size, really great value. Same great product, just in a bigger tub. Top tips when using base nutrients: if you have an A and a B, make sure you fill the water tank to the top. You put the A into a measuring container, measure the right amount of A, mix that fully in the tank, then get the B, mix the B, mix it in the tub, and then pour that in as well, mixing all the time. Don't mix A and B in the same container because they will have a reaction. When they're diluted in the water tank, they're absolutely fine. Again, if you're using a soil, you have a grow and a bloom base. It's a one part. Where you're using cocoa and hydro, it's two parts, so also make sure they're always mixed separately. Keep the nutrient tank moving all the time. Don't drop an air pump in a nutrient tank because that will change your pH consistently. Drop a pump in there. A pump will move the air. Put it on a timer so it moves it every hour or so. If you run a nutrient pump in the tank constantly 24 hours a day, it's going to get warm, it's going to increase the heat of the tank. So turn it on periodically, mix it all back up, let it settle, mix it again, and you won't increase the heat of a nutrient tank. When you're running nutrient tank with nutrients in there, try to always keep the temperature below 18 degrees. Anything above 18 degrees, things can start to grow within the tank, which aren't great for the plants. So always keep it round about 18 degrees. If you go lower than 18 degrees, you're going to shock your plant a little bit. And if you go higher, you're going to end up with bacteria growing in there, and that's something you don't want. So thanks for listening, guys. This is Plant Magic Base Nutrients. It's available in multiple sizes, in multiple mixtures, hydro, cocoa, soil. and now we've got the big commercial sizes available. Makes it a real good value. Cheers, guys.